I haven't played in the daytime in a while. But it's kind of it's like a kind of a casino vibe. I feel like it's not actually the daytime anymore. And I don't know if I've ever in my life started at 7 o'clock, but I know that now I'm getting older because it feels like a good hour for a show. So what do you do? I was staying with a songwriter friend of mine from Austin, Texas, named Bob Schneider. And this was a time when I was just kind of starting to get going in Austin, and I would find places to crash. And so I was crashing at Bob's house because we were friends. This is many years ago, over 10 years ago. And his son was like 5 years old at the time. And I was sleeping in his son's room, who was not there. That'd be weird. And I had a dream, and in the dream there was a song, and I woke up and I was singing the song, and I wrote all the words down with a crayon on a children's pad. The bed was like 5 feet long. Then I went into the kitchen and I played it for Bob, and he went, it's all right. And then I knew then that it was really good. And I've been singing it ever since. It's called Nothing But the Rain. It's the only song I ever had that came to me in a dream. I had a dream I was in the mountains where the snowflakes fall. Heard a sound in the distance and I swore it was calling my name. You said it's nothing but the rain in his jealousy, and then we wound up in a sea or river I could not tell. Me and Louise in the water where the snowflakes fell. Oh, won't you come a little closer? If I come closer, I may fall. Like the snow in the water and disappear in it all. I had a dream I was in the mountains where the snowflakes fall. I heard fear in the distance and I swore it was calling my name. You said, remember, it's nothing but the rain in his jealousy, and then we wound up in a sea or a river, hell I could not tell. Me and Louise in the water where the snowflakes fell. Oh, won't you come a little closer? If I come closer, I may fall. Like the snow in the water and disappear in it all. Oh, I want to believe I want to believe, even though I know that nobody here is as pure as that driven snow. Oh, won't you come a little closer? Oh, won't you come a little closer? If I come closer, I may fall. Oh, like the snow in the water and disappear in it all. Like the snow in the water and disappear in it all. I had a dream I was in the mountains where the snowflakes fall.
I wrote a new song recently, and I thought I'd play it for you. This is it. It's called When You Were Around.
When you were around, I hardly knew what day it was. When you were around, I was fine. Life was like a bird on the wind in the summertime. When you were around, girl, and you were mine. But now there's 24 hours in the day. Time goes by the clock on the wall. They say I'm gonna be okay. Loneliness only makes you stronger. But these long days and long nights, girl, they keep getting longer. When you were around, no clocking in, clocking out. Life was like the light of the moon. What used to be ours, girl, is just yours and mine. And mine's a shadow in an empty room. But now there's 24 hours in the day. Time goes by the clock on the wall. They say I'm gonna be okay. Loneliness only makes you stronger. But these long days and long long nights, girl, they keep getting longer. If you find a way out, let me know. If you find a way out, let me know. Oh. When you were around, I hardly knew what day it was. When you were around and you were mine, but now I know there's 24 hours in the day. Time goes by the clock on the wall. They say I'm gonna be okay. Loneliness only makes you stronger. But these long days and long nights, these are long days and long nights, oh, they keep getting longer. When you were around, I have a friend, and we were out in Nashville one night, and I've known this guy for a long time, and I found out that night that he had a quality about him that I thought was kind of quirky and weird, and so I told him that, and then I told him I was going to write a song about it. And he said, no one will care. And I said, somebody will care. And he said, well, you do whatever you want. And so, which, you know, knowing what, once you hear the song, you'll know that his personality was probably right for it. So, here's a song I wrote about his quirk. I got off around 7 and Benji got off around 9. Somebody hit us up about a party just across Jones County line. They had margaritas, Marlon Brando was there. Oh, I saw Ginger Rogers with a butterfly in her hair. Hell, I even heard Davy Crockett telling stories about that wild frontier. But Benji don't wanna stay. Benji don't wanna stay. Benji don't wanna stay 'cause they don't have beer. Well, the girls had no shirts and the boys had no shoes. Some of them girls, they seemed like they had nothing to lose. They had pina coladas. Oh, I saw Fred Astaire, and he was talking about Ginger Rogers and them butterflies in her hair. Hell, I even heard Davy Crockett telling stories about that wild frontier. But Benji don't wanna stay. No, Benji don't wanna stay. Benji don't wanna stay. they don't have beer. All right. I miss hanging out with my friend. I miss hanging out with my friends. They had margaritas, Marlon Brando was there. Did I tell you about Ginger Rogers and them butterflies in her hair? Hell, I even heard Davy Crockett telling stories about that wild frontier. But Benji don't wanna stay. No, Benji don't wanna stay. Benji don't wanna stay 'cause they don't have beer. Does anybody have a friend like that? Is anybody that guy? So I've been playing a songwriter festival on the coast of Florida for like 10 years called the 30A Songwriters Festival. Have any of you been to the area of Florida called Highway 30A? You been there? Okay, he's been there. Anybody other bougie people in the crowd? Floribama, that's a different demographic. Anyway, I grew up in Laurel, Mississippi, which is just a couple of hours from the coast. So we grew up going to Destin, Florida, in a station wagon when I was a kid. But this area is like a whole other world, and it's very fancy and nice. I mean, there's a reason why people go there. But I played at this guy's house for a private party, and the house it was like probably cost $1 billion, and he had everything. So, I mean, he had a big bar. It looked like that. So, at the end of the performance, it was for like probably 100 people, and then he said, if you would like to come here in the off season and write your songs or just hang out, you could do that. And he was pretty drunk. And so I said, okay, so this was in January. They have the festival in January every year. And so I said, well, in my mind, I thought it's Saturday afternoon in January, and this festival's over Sunday. I said, who's going to be here on Monday? And he said, nobody. And I said, okay, well, this is the off season. I'd like to be here on Monday. And he said, okay, fine. So on Monday, there I was. And I moved into this $1 billion house, or $1 trillion, I don't know, it's probably $1 trillion now. And he said, he gave me a golf cart. I had a license plate on it. It was a really good time. So 17 days into staying there, I texted him, can I stay 4 more days? And then he replied back, you're still there, question mark, question mark, question mark. And I said, yeah. And like an hour later, he replied back, I guess. So I did stay 4 more days. And in that 4 days, I wrote a song about my 21 days in this area of Florida. It's like several beach towns kind of strung together. And ended up being the title track. It was not like it wasn't a very productive period of my life, but I did write one song about the whole thing, and this is it. It's called Beach Town. close down for the season when they go back to the grind, but they'll be back again come summertime. And I'm the only one in the movie, and there ain't no checkout line, and the fish are still biting in the cold sunshine. I like when Captain Larry calls me, say let's head out on that emerald sea and see what we can find. Beach town in the wintertime. Beach town in the wintertime. Oh, everybody knows my name. Everybody's got 2 for 1. And everybody here is having twice as much fun. I like when Captain Larry calls me, says let's head out on that emerald sea and see what we can find. Beach town in the wintertime. Beach town in the wintertime. And before you know it, the changing of the seasons in the air. And before you know it, the changing of the seasons in the air. I like when Captain Larry calls me, say let's head out on that emerald sea and see what we can find. Beach town in the wintertime. Beach town in the wintertime. Beach town in the wintertime. Beach town in the wintertime.
So, I knew I was not in his good graces anymore after my extended stay at his $1 billion house. So I sent him a little voice recording of that song, and then I left. And then I could tell over time that he's like, I sent this song around to all my friends. They love it. It's great. You can go back anytime, he said. So I started going back anytime. Because, it's nice down there, and it's expensive as hell to stay unless somebody's got a pad that you can stay in. So, and this was a fat-ass pad. I still stay there, so whatever. We're actually good bros now, me and this dude, but this is a long time ago. So I was down there in the summer. It was a beautiful time of year. I had upgraded out of the off season, and I was sitting at this coffee shop, and a man pulled up in a pristine white Range Rover automobile, and he was stopped, and he had on a very large white linen shirt covering a very portly torso. And he kind of looked like a cross between Tony Soprano, Santa Claus, and Boss Hogg from Dukes of Hazzard. He was like a redneck, but with like a lot of he had a lot of swagger. And then his wife in the passenger seat looked like she worked at the Lululemon. and just like did yoga stuff. And he had two daughters in the back. They had on mirrored aviator sunglasses. I couldn't really tell what they were doing. They were attractive young ladies. And so when he pulled away from the stop sign, he had his window down. He looked over at me and he made like he was shooting me with a pistol and smiled real big, like, "What's up, motherfucker?" And it lifted my spirits. I was like, "Yeah, what's up? What's up?" It was like kind of a southern thing, you know, just like, "Yeah." And then as he pulled off and that happened, and I was just sitting there, like I felt really happy. I thought, I'm going to write a song about him when I get home. So I went back to this $1 trillion house, and I was on the porch, and I wrote the song. It's called Fat Dad. It's written from the daughter's perspective. I like to roll with my fat dad. He's got a fat pad. Roll with my family down to 38. Daddy used to hang down in Destin, but now we're rolling. Yeah, we're rolling, but we ain't no pushover. Fat Daddy's got that banging Range Rover, oh yeah. Everybody down here loves my fat dad. My fat dad. When we roll, we be banging a little Uzi. We be headed to a town down in that SEC. Oh, Daddy bought a box of Mama'd have a bathroom and I'd have a color TV. 'Cause we're rolling. Yeah, we rolling, but we ain't no pushover. Fat Daddy's got that banging. Y'all are slipping a little bit. That was your cue, Mucky Duck. You've had your first cocktail for Friday night, so. Fat Daddy's got that banging. Oh yeah. If this guy knew that an entire crowd was singing about, he would love this so much. I always see his face when I do that part. I'm just like, he would eat this shit up. Everybody down here loves my fat dad. This is my favorite part. Sometimes we go. Sometimes we go to that country store in my daddy's black F-150. In my daddy's black F-150. I like to roll with my fat dad. He's got a fat pad. Roll with my family down to 38. Daddy used to hang down in Destin, but now we're rolling. Yeah, we're rolling, but we ain't no pushover. Fat Daddy's got that banging. I feel like you got a little more sauce than that, Houston. Fat Daddy's got that banging. Oh yeah. Everybody down here, oh yeah. Everybody down here, they love my fat dad. Fat dad. That guy actually did come to one of my shows in Seaside, Florida. And so he doesn't know he's Fat Dad. And people always ask me, like, who it is. And I've never told. Like, he doesn't know it. Nobody knows it. But I know it. And so, because there's a lot of guys that fit the bill down there. And so, like when I sang the song, I just was kind of looking at him out of the corner of my eye, and 3 times during the song he went, was like, finally, somebody gets it. I live about 20 miles outside of Oxford, Mississippi, which is kind of in the middle of nowhere in the county. Oxford is in Lafayette County, and I live in Yallabusha County, which is a little bit rougher territory. And I wrote this song about moving out. I live on a gravel county road. And I thought that I lived in a town when I lived in Oxford of colorful people. But then when I moved out to where I live now, I've met some extremely colorful people. They kind of come out of the woods, but you end up meeting them. So this is about living out there. It's called Country Home.
Finally got out of town, found a place on the county road. Don't know what I'm doing yet, I never lived like this before. I can't say I'm a country boy, this country don't care about me. I'm just holding on out here in the land of the free. Now I'm living like my pepper on the tractor and me bouncing on his knee, making my way to the country store to find a little something sweet. Mama, she rocking on that front porch, the dog a tripping on a bone. I finally got out and I found myself a country home. Take my life down a clay driveway through a pasture tall and green to Mr. Bowles at the valley store, 'cause I need that triple 13. I get home and I miss you, babe. I don't know about my friends, 'cause since I got out, oh, I never really hear from them. Now I'm living like my pepper on the tractor and me a bouncing on his knee. I'll be making my way to the country store to find a little something sweet. Mama, she rocking on that front porch, the dog a tripping on a bone. I finally got out and I found myself a country home. Where the road meets the gravel bed and the light gives way to the stars. Call me on your phone, 'cause you're half a mile away from my country home. Half a mile away from my pepper on the tractor, me bouncing on his knee. I'll be making my way to the country store to find a little something sweet. Mama, she rocking on that front porch, the dog a tripping on a bone. I finally got out and I found myself a country home. I ain't singing that same old song. Oh, 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 'cause I found myself a country home.
One day I was on the telephone with a girl from Houston, actually. Houston girl. And her name was Abigail, or Abby. And then I had also been listening to Pink Floyd at some point that day. And I wrote this song. And first time I sang it, I knew that I was really glad that I wrote it. So it's called "Listen to the Dark Side."
Hey, Abigail, I know your day has been hell. Don't take to heart the words that he says. I know you're a good girl. You're not out to hurt nobody. He's just trying to get in your head. Oh, if you wanna come over and get high. We can listen to the dark side of the moon. If you wanna come over and get high. We can listen to the dark side of the moon. Hey, 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 my friend, are you at it again? I think you hold your heart too close to the vest. I know you're a good man. You're not out to hurt nobody. She's just trying to get in your head. Oh, if you wanna come over and get high. We can listen to the dark side of the moon. If you wanna come over and get high. We can listen to the dark side of the moon. And I won't have the right words. I won't have the right words to say. There's just no magic cure, girl, for the games people play. So if you wanna come over, hey, hey, Abigail, I know your day has been hell, girl. Don't take to heart the words that he says. I know you're a good girl. You're not out to hurt nobody. He's just trying to get in your head. Oh, and all the people who came out in the sunshine at 7 o'clock at the Mucky Duck and ate some pecan-encrusted salmon like to sing. 1, 2, 3. If you wanna come over and get high. We can listen to the dark side of the moon. Everybody, if you wanna come over. If you wanna come over. If you wanna come over and get high.
we can listen to the dark side of the moon. Hey. Hey, thanks. Yeah, there it is. So I told you I moved out into the country, and I live across the street from this guy, and he's an outlaw biker, and he's in a biker gang. And when I put out my most recent album, I asked all my neighbors if I could come around and interview them. And so if you go on my Instagram, you'll see this guy interviewed. You can tell which one he is. And oh shit, what was that? So when I asked him if I could interview him, he said yeah, and then he told me what day, and then the night before I was going to interview him, he called me at like 8 o'clock, and he was with his girlfriend AK, and he said that he was at a Mexican restaurant, and I wish I could do his voice, but he asked, can I come to your house? He'd never been to my house. He'd seen me on the road, but never at my house. And I said, yeah, you can come to my house. So he came up, and he had a fifth of tequila that was half drunk, and his girlfriend got out. She had a limp because he had a motorcycle accident. And they came up to the door, and he said, so you're a musician? And I said, yeah. And he goes, then play me something. And so we go into my house, and I have a piano, and I sat down, and he's standing by the piano, and I start playing, and I start singing something. He goes, all right, you ain't a cop. He thought if I was going to interview him, that he thought that this may be some kind of like a legal law enforcement situation. And so I was either really good at playing the part, or I was actually a musician. So, and then we've become friends over time, and he called me. I used to ride motorcycles, but I don't really anymore. I got in a bad wreck one time, and it kind of put me off of it. But I still ride if somebody's got one. And he said, you want to go riding with us the next day? I said, sure. He has an extra motorcycle. So I met up with him and 8 of his buddies from Memphis, his old biker gang, because he's in his late 60s now, so he's kind of chilled out on the gang situation. But he's still partying hard, it's crazy. So we went to this bar. We left out at 9 in the morning, and we got to this bar at 10 in the Mississippi Delta area. I never knew this place existed. It had no sign on the door, nothing. And we walked in, and all these dudes were, we were the first people there. Opened at 10 a.m. And the lady behind the bar who had a cigarette that was like that long, she just opened it, and she saw this guy, and she goes, Terry, you staying out of trouble? And he goes, yeah. And she goes, well, then the devil ain't woke up yet. This shit really happens to me. I mean, I couldn't make this up. So that stuck in my head, what she said. And this is where my songs come from. And so a few months later, I was gonna, sit down, and I had not, that whole picture came to me of that day and a song. And so this is a new song. It's called Maybe That Devil.
Walked into the bar at 10 a.m., said, bartender, pour me your best. Said, we ain't seen you around here in a while. Have you been staying out of trouble? I said, yes. He said, well, maybe that devil just needed some rest. 'Cause if trouble ain't found you, then that devil, he ain't woke up yet. I told the man above I was different, I had changed. He said, I heard that one before. Tell me why do you look the same? And if it's true, why did you walk through that bar door? Maybe that devil just needed some rest. 'Cause if trouble ain't found you, then that devil, he ain't woke up yet. Oh, I don't know why I can't let go. I guess that devil, he can't do the same. Lord, there are so many things in this life that I can't explain. Maybe that devil walked out of the bar at 2 a.m. and said to me, son, you look lost, what you looking for? I said, nothing. He said, that's easy to find. Just turn yourself around and walk back through that bar door. Oh, maybe that devil just needed some rest. 'Cause if trouble ain't found you, then that devil, he ain't woke up yet. Maybe that devil
I played in Galveston last night at a place called the Old Quarter. I like Galveston. Everybody's always talking smack about Galveston and how dingy it is and how gross the water is, and you don't want to go down there. I don't agree. I think Galveston's kind of awesome. So, and I grew up. I love Towns Van Zandt, and he has an album called Live at the Old Quarter, which I think that album, the original one, was in Houston, but I love playing there, and I love getting to hang out in Galveston. And that doesn't have, oh, I know how that tied in with what I was about to say. So at the venue, they have a parking space for Hayes Carl. It's like spray painted with stars on it, and it says Hayes on it, which I was I'm kind of sad that nowhere has my name on as a parking space. But, and so, because I guess he kind of came up playing that area. And he and I played a show together in San Antonio. And at the end of the show, a woman came to the merchandise booth, and she was very attractive, and she bought an album. And then when she left, we were like, yeah, she was a pretty lady. And then she brought her 28-year-old daughter to the merchandise booth after that, like 20 minutes later, who was also very attractive. And when they left, we commented on that, of course. And then we got together the next day. We were going to write a song. And we were in Austin. And we were just kind of laughing about that our night before. And so we sort of started the song out there. And this is what we came up with. It's called Things You Don't Want to Know. I wanted to get with you, but now I want to get with your daughter. Nobody wants to hear the truth. They just want you to say what you oughta. Did you have a cigarette? You know I quit a long time ago. Maybe it was 98. Maybe I will never know. No, nobody wants to hear the truth. They just want to see a show. Oh, maybe you should stop asking the things you don't want to know. You used to call me bad boy, we used to run all over town. You used to call me James Dean, but now all you want to know is why you're home so late, and where the hell is the car, and when you gonna get straight, and who did you leave at the bar? No, nobody wants to hear the truth. They just want to see a show. Oh, maybe you should stop asking the things you don't want to know. That's where the lies begin. I don't know where, but I remember when I wanted to get with you, but now I wanna get with your daughter. Nobody wanna hear the truth, they just want you to say what you oughta. Did you have a cigarette? You know I quit a long time ago. Maybe it was last night, hell, maybe I will never know. No, nobody wants to hear the truth. They just want to see a show. Oh, maybe you should stop asking. Oh, maybe you should stop asking. Or maybe you should stop asking the things you don't want to know, like why you're home so late, and where the hell is the car,
And when you gonna get straight? And who did you leave at the bar? Why you home so late? Yeah, and where the hell is the car? And when you gonna get straight, bar? When you gonna get straight? I was in Nashville. I write songs in Nashville sometimes, and I was over at this friend of mine's house. She had a Pinterest board on her computer. It said Dream Kitchen at the top of it, and then it had like a million pictures of kitchens. And I just kind of glanced at it as I was leaving, and then I got in the car, and there was this phrase, Dream Kitchen, just stuck in my head all the way to my buddy's house. And he said, do you have an idea? We were going to write a song that day. And I said, yeah, I want to write a song called Dream Kitchen. And he's like, that sounds kind of trippy, really. And I said, I know, it's been stuck in my head, Dream Kitchen. So this is the song we wrote. Met her on Sunday, called her on Monday, took her out Saturday night. Wasn't 3 months later, I rang in a trailer, you know when you know it's right. Then I came home Friday, she was looking my way, and she looked a little uptight. Running everywhere, pulling out her hair, 'cause you know when something ain't right. She don't want no high heels, she wants that a dream kitchen. Oh, I blame it all on that magazine subscription. What do I know about Southern living? Oh, I can't stand to see that look in her eyes. I'm gonna buy a dream kitchen. Hey. It was out goes drinking, out goes fishing, out goes Friday night. I was working overtime and saving every dime, 'cause you know when someone ain't right. She don't want no high heels, she wants that. Oh, I blame it all on that magazine subscription. What do I know about Southern living? Oh, I can't stand to see that look in her eyes. I'm gonna buy a dream kitchen. Hey. I was all love and devotion, and there she stood at the door. Did you get that big promotion? She don't want no high heels, she wants that. Yeah, I blame it all on that magazine subscription. What do I know about Southern living? Oh, I can't stand to see that look in her eyes. She don't want no high heels, she wants that dream kitchen. Oh, I blame it all on that magazine subscription. What do I know about Southern living? Oh, I can't stand to see that look in her eyes. No, I can't stand to see that look in her eyes. I'm gonna buy a dream kitchen. Hey. Okay, good save. So, I always like to play this one when I'm in Texas. There's a judge that lives in my town. He's a retired judge, and he's an older man, and he's very funny and smart, but he's also a smart aleck. And so he's always ripping on everybody, me, anybody that sits down, whatever. And so my cousin is in the FBI, unfortunately, and his partner is from Texas and went to Texas A&M. And the judge who went to Ole Miss is always ripping on that, because I guess there's some kind of football thing. And so this guy sat down with us, and the judge said, Charlie, you have to watch out for these West Texas type people,
because the guy was from West Texas. And I said, why is that? And he said, well, I knew a guy from West Texas. He went to Texas A&M. All he ever wanted was a West Texas ranch when he graduated. Then he graduated, and he got a West Texas ranch, and 6 months into it, he was bored as hell. Nothing to do on his big ranch in West Texas. And one day he saw a guy in a dually pickup truck on the horizon coming towards his house. And it took about 30 minutes, but eventually he pulled up into the backyard, and he was about 6'5", 300 pounds, had a big Texas A&M belt buckle, pressed jeans, pressed shirt, cowboy hat, and cowboy boots, and said, I'm your neighbor. And the guy said, I didn't know I had a neighbor. And he said, yeah, I'm it. He said, I came to invite you to a party. The guy said, well, I like parties. What's going to go on? He said, dancing. He said, I like to dance. He said, what else? He said, drinking. He said, I like to drink. What else? He said, fighting. He said, I like to fight. What else? He said, fucking. He said, well, I sure like that. Sounds like I'm coming. What do I need to wear? And he said, oh, it don't matter. It's just going to be you and me there. I tried to tell that without the profanity, but it just doesn't work, so I apologize. So later that day, I was in Nashville, and I was sitting with a songwriter named James Slater, and he said, do you have an idea for a song we could write today? And I said, as a matter of fact, I thought I would write a song called You and Me. So here it is. Got a disco ball, string of Christmas lights, got a place by the river, and it's Friday night. Got a new t-shirt, new shoes to wear. I went out on the town, and I saw her standing there. I said, I know a place where we can go when that party's gonna start, when you and me show. And there's gonna be dancing and drinking, whiskey and beer, girl, you got me thinking. Gonna be thunder and lightning, gonna be fun, and honey, you're invited, she said. That sounds good to me. What should I wear? Oh, it don't matter, girl, it's just gonna be you and me there. Nobody wanted to hear that other song. Could have called my friends, could have called the whole town, could have lit it up, you know we could have burned it down. When I saw you, I knew without hesitation that this soiree was gonna be a celebration. I said, I know a place where we can go, and that party's gonna start when you and me show. And there's gonna be dancing and drinking, whiskey and beer, girl, you got me thinking. Gonna be thunder and lightning, gonna be fun, and honey, you're invited, she said. That sounds good to me. Oh, what should I wear? Oh, it don't matter, girl, it's just gonna be you and me there. You and me, we won't need a big crowd. You and me and it, I might get loud doing what we want, 'cause I don't nobody care. It's just you and me there, and there's gonna be dancing and drinking, whiskey and beer, girl, you got me thinking. Gonna be thunder and lightning, gonna be fun, and honey, you're invited, she said. That sounds good to me. Oh, what should I wear? Oh, it don't matter, girl, it's just gonna be you and me. Oh, it don't matter, girl, it's just gonna be you and me. Oh, it don't matter, girl, it's just gonna be you and me there. I met a rodeo clown one time. And I don't want to project, but I just feel like he was at rock bottom in his life. He was very intoxicated. And I felt like I was like, if you just like carved out like this little piece of me, he was it. Like I have that guy in me, you know. So I had a lot of compassion for his situation. And I wrote the song about that encounter, and it's called Last Rodeo. He was a rodeo clown. I already said that. It was the top of the morning at the bottom of a beer. Won't somebody tell me how in the hell did I get down here? Help me find my keys, help me find the door. 'Cause this ain't my kitchen, no, this ain't my floor. Man, I be getting high, I be getting low. And the joke's on me, but it ain't funny no more. When you open the gate, let 'em know that this is my last rodeo. It was the top of the morning and things were coming clear. I picked up my place so you would come over here. I know you got your reservations and I know I was wrong, but I'm never gonna stop feeling sorry, girl, for leaving you alone. Man, I be getting high, I be getting low, and the joke's on me, but it ain't funny no more. When you open the gate, let 'em know that this is my last rodeo. And I'll be keeping my head down, keeping my 2 feet on the floor. I'll be keeping my head down, 'cause I ain't nobody's clown. No, I ain't nobody's clown anymore. I be getting high, I be getting low, and the joke's on me, but it ain't funny no more. When you open the gate, let 'em know. When you open the gate, let 'em know that this is my last rodeo. It was the top of the morning at the bottom of a beer. I was in the Grill, Jamaica with the Hanson brothers. I like all my random openings tonight. It's a long story of how I got there with the Hanson brothers, but I was sitting on a sun chair. There was a German couple next to me. The man had on a European-style bathing suit. And before the German couple arrived, I had been working on a song, so this put a small obstacle in the way of my songwriting process. So I dug deep and I finished the song, and ended up being the title track to a record I did outside of El Paso. The record is called The Money, and it's a participation song. If you want to participate, whenever I say, in my head, all you got to do is go, like a rocket. You got it? In my head. I thought when we got the money we could buy the pain away. But then we got it all, and when we got it, the money wanted to stay. In my head, some of y'all were sleeping on that shit. In my head, yeah, you know I can't stop it. I thought when we got the money, I thought when we got the money, oh, I thought when we got the money, maybe things could be okay. Me and my baby go down to the islands. We ride around in a limousine. I be soaking up the sun, she reading that Vogue magazine, and I keep her in my head. Yeah, you know I can't stop it. I thought when we got the money, I thought when we got the money, oh, I thought when we got the money, maybe things could be okay. Oh, I don't know why me and my baby go down. Yeah, I don't know why me and my baby go down. Yeah, I don't know, but if I could make everything alright, maybe I would. I thought when we got the money we could buy the pain away. But then we got it all, and when we got it, that money wanted to stay. In my head, yeah, you know I can't stop it. In my head, you know I can't stop it. In my head, like a rocket, girl, you know I can't stop it. I thought when we got that money, I thought when we got the money, oh, in my head, yeah, you know I can't stop it, yeah. Oh, I thought when we got the money, maybe things could be okay. Thank y'all so much for coming out to the early show here at the Mucky Duck in Houston. I had a great time. I like the 7 o'clock slot. Let's just do this every time. Yeah. And if you would like to engage in commerce with me after this performance, I will be awkwardly standing in the corner over there. I have these beautiful posters that I had made, and there's only 50 of them, and they're almost gone, so please check those out. I have T-shirts, I have vinyl records, and I have CDs. So if you have a relative you don't like very much, you could purchase a CD for their birthday or something, or whatever. But I'll leave you with this one. This is a song about a guy who goes to Nashville to write hit songs. It doesn't really work out, so he has to move back home, gets a dead-end job, writes a song about it, becomes a #1 hit, goes back to Nashville victorious. It's not autobiographical. Yet. It's called She Ain't Coming Back.
Saw a sign on my rearview mirror said, "Welcome to Tennessee." Once it was an invitation, but now it's adios for me. I had to move home and get a job. I fell in love with living hard, and I wrote a song about it. And my song went something like, "Sun comes up, it's a shot of whiskey." Had a girl, but she don't miss me. That sun goes down, it's a shot of Jack, and everybody knows that she ain't coming back. I had a dream I'd write a song for a country star like Tim McGraw or Kenny Chesney, and I'd play covers in this downtown bar, 'cause I done my time in Mississippi. But then I played my song for a friend who had a friend, and next thing I know, my song was top 10 with a bullet, yeah. And my song went something like, "Sun comes up, it's a shot of whiskey." Had a girl, but she don't miss me. That sun goes down, it's a shot of Jack, and everybody knows that she ain't coming back. Yeah, yeah. Everybody knows that she ain't coming back. On my way back to Nashville, it was a hot summer night. Heard my song on the radio, and my song, it went something like, "Whoa, whoa, sun come up, it's a shot of whiskey." Had a girl, but she don't miss me. That sun go down, it's a shot of Jack, and everybody know that she ain't coming back. Everybody knows that she ain't coming back. She ain't coming back. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Mucky Duck. Would you like to hear one more? I mean, it's not like I can really go backstage and come out and be take care of your wait staff and your bartenders tonight. They are wonderful people here at the Mucky Duck. I was in Austin one night, and I was at a bar called the White Horse, and I met a girl. She was from Utah, and it was her first night there. She was on a girls' trip with just another girlfriend. We ended up spending 4 years together, and I wrote this song about her. It's called Mountain Girl. She said, "It's my first night in Austin, Texas, and I don't know how I got here." And we danced in the loving places till the loving places disappeared. When did you start reading books? You should call it the wine club. All them boys will line up to be drinking with you. I'm gonna find me a girl on a train with a dragon tattoo to take away this pain until it's gone, girl, and I ain't ever coming back to Utah again. Gonna miss those trees, gonna miss them valleys, gonna miss those leaves in the fall. Gonna miss your father, I'm gonna miss your brother, gonna miss my mountain girl most of all. When did you start reading books? Or you should call it the wine club. All the boys will line up to be drinking with you. I'm gonna find me a girl on a train with a dragon tattoo to take away this pain. Until it's gone, girl, and I ain't ever coming back to Utah again. And you can find me where there's only two choices: blue ocean or white sand. Underneath some blue umbrella, one margarita for half a man. When did you start reading books? Or you should call it the wine club. All them boys will line up to be drinking with you. I'm gonna find me a girl on a train with a dragon tattoo to take away this pain. Until it's gone, girl, and I ain't ever coming back. If you find your way south, you know where I'm at. Until it's gone, girl, and I ain't ever coming back to Utah again. Gonna miss my mountain girl most of all.